since you guys put the pads on? How much have you been able to hit and coming back off your knee?
For the first couple weeks, I was held out like all the team periods and all like the hitting drills. But now that I got a week off for spring break, they're letting me go now.
Did you need a week off to maybe more than some other guys?
Yeah, cause I mean like before we even started hitting, like I threw out my hamstring, so I think I was like putting too much pressure on my good leg. So they just wanted me to give time for it to heal.
Have you been feeling well on it?
Yeah, I feel about 80%. Like it's not 100% yet. I know I can jump higher on my good leg than my surgery leg, so I'm getting there.
Has that been frustrating at all to kind of know you're not where you're used to playing?
No, because where I was it's much better than what I used to be, so I ain't worried about it.
Did you expect to be 100% by this point, or did you have a point in your mind kind of going through rehab when you think you'd be back at 100%?
Yeah, I knew realistically I probably wouldn't be at 100%. They told me 6 months till I'd be able to hit, but they said it's going to be like a year before I'm like 100%, so I'm not surprised.
In terms of how the team looked today, just being back, first day back from spring break, how do you feel like you guys were?
I felt we were refreshed. We had up-tempo. Sometimes we were down, but for the most part, I think we had a good practice.
How was the retention? Did you feel like what you had learned before the break, you had retained it?
Yeah, there was some things we were unsure about, like some of our checks, but once we started getting back into it, we pretty much caught on quick.
How comfortable do you feel with this defense now?
I feel pretty comfortable. It's not too complicated. Like it's just one concept. It's like for half the defense, so it's not like a bunch of different concepts. Once you know how to run one play, pretty much know how to run the other.
How much more complicated was last year's defense?
Oh, it was a lot more complicated. We had a lot more checks. This year we have a lot of calls that play for each formation. Last year we had different calls for different formations that the offense lined up in. So it's a lot easier this year.
So the communication between the secondary linebackers and front four, that's been a lot better?
Yeah, it's been a lot better. We ain't got to say too much. We just got to say important things and just get the checks down.
What about the tackling drills y'all are doing? It seems like a lot more of that than you had previously.
Yeah, it's spring, so we're just trying to get our fundamentals back. So I think that's what they're trying to do, is trying to get us used to hitting and stuff like that. So I'm not too surprised that we're tackling a lot.
Are you doing more fundamental work than you did in the past?
I think it's a lot like last spring. We did a lot of fundamentals too, so it's pretty much the same.
Do you think you're better at your fundamentals now than you were?
Oh yeah, it's like I think the tackling drills are more like game-like situation. Like so, I think it's preparing us well.
Right.
Coach Jansen said this was a poor tackling football team. Do you see some evidence of that?
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but we just gotta it's early in the spring, so we'll probably get better.
Brian, I think last spring when Justin Hunter was coming back from his ACL, we talked a lot about thinking about it, trying to get over that mental hurdle. Are you still thinking about your knee when you're out there, or is that maybe something that you're trying to get over?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes like you can kind of feel it a little bit, and it makes you start thinking. And like when you get into the same situation I was in during the game where I did it, I started thinking about it then. But for the most part, I pretty much just tune it out and just play. Try not to worry about it.
Has it been harder to do than you maybe thought it was to tune that out?
No, actually, I thought I'd be very scared about it, but I'm not as worried about it as I thought I would be.
With 8 more practices left, what do you try and get done at 80%? I mean, is there a thought that, hey, I can get back to 100 in the spring, or is it just, I guess, what are your mindset in?
I just hope that God blesses me and just helps my body heal, and I'm just trying to get through it and try to get better and work on my fundamentals.
How much are you and Byron and Ladell maybe feeding off of each other? I know it's kind of 3 for 2 spots there. Are you guys kind of feeding off each other?
We just look at it as we got enough people to give us breaks. So, like, if one person gets tired, we ain't got to tough it out. You know what I mean? So, we have a good backup, and it's just a good thing for us.
Did you guys start installing some more stuff today? Coaches talked about maybe getting into the base set a little more after spring break.
Yeah, we started installing more base things. Our offense mainly runs nickel. Well, we're in the nickel package, so we have a service team that they had on second offense come out and just run like more power, so we can get our formation off of it.
You said you needed maybe a week off. Did you stay here? Did you go home? Or?
No, I went home and just rest. I went to go see my grandparents and stuff like that. So I pretty much just stayed off there and got massages here and there and stretched a lot.
I know probably some guys probably went out of town and someplace warm. Was
Yeah.
it tough to get back into it today and practice out in the cold? I know you guys have been inside a lot.
No,
lately.
I've been ready. I feel rested, so I felt ready to get back out there.
For the team though, did you feel any kind of hangover or any?
No, everyone was up this morning. It wasn't dragging, so it was pretty good.
Thanks, Brian.